How's it going, guys? Welcome to the mic. My name is Mike.
My name is Crisel.
And today we have the review for Supergirl Season 2, Episode 2. Today, what did you think? Let's go ahead and just get started.
I liked it. I like how they start. I really like that they continue with the story of Metallo.
Right, where they left off last week.
They didn't cut like others. That they just put you out like a little teaser and then skip the whole.
Okay,
thing.
You skip an episode, maybe show the episode 3 or something like that.
I really enjoy it that they just go straight at it. When we saw is like Superman and Supergirl working together at the same time with some crime scenes and stuff like that. That was really cool to see them working together.
Well, what did you think about this being Superman's last episode, at least for a bit? Because this was kind of his send-off for a bit. He'll be back for sure. I think the reception for him was good, so he'll be back. But
it was a little sad because I really like what he's doing.
I did too, actually.
Yeah, I was like, come on, I want to see more Superman.
This is a Supergirl show, but I was like, oh man, like I can use more Clark Kent. Like, this was cool. She can share. Well, he should get his own TV show or something like that.
I
the
know,
CW.
that would be great.
That would be cool.
Guys.
We started off with Supergirl and Superman working together, like she was saying, just kind of fighting crime, random crime here and there, having fun actually, just cousins having fun and stuff.
I saw that they create like a logo. I don't know if you pay attention.
I didn't pay attention. Did they create a logo?
It was kind of cool. Yeah, if I saw it correctly, it was kind of like the Superman logo with a little. I don't know. It was kind of little.
I have to probably rewatch that. They probably would create a logo for them, like. Because at the beginning of the show really showed that they were really enjoying their team up.
Yes.
And towards the end of the show, they kind of showed that, no, you know what, we each kind of belong in our different plays. All right, so how we were saying, they started at the beginning with all fun and games. And then towards the end, they kind of, realized, especially Superman, realized that he has to go back to Lois Lane, the Daily Planet. He's got to go back to Metropolis. And that's what Superman was talking to Supergirl and kind of depressed her. She kind of wanted to go with him. She actually mentioned it to Alex that she wanted to go with Superman to Metropolis, tag teaming together and, everything's going to be safe. But Alex, somebody who's been looking after her for all her life. Yeah. She was kind of upset about that decision.
Yeah. Imagine if you were in her position, you give up almost a lot of stuff, Yeah. And she just suddenly, I'm going to leave. And you're like, what? What is going on? Like, no, you cannot leave now that we have everything figured out. Now you decide to leave? Like, no.
Right. So,
I would be upset.
Yeah. So, I guess you could say that. So then we get to meet Metallo. They have a little quick fight scene with Superman and Supergirl. He's got the kryptonite, so he's
it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was cool. So he's getting rid of everybody. Superman like shoulder blocks him or punches him out of here for a bit. That's kind of send him off for just half of the episode or so.
Yeah. So
then Supergirl's hurt. So they're trying to go back to the DEO, trying to figure out a plan. Wynn says he can come up with something to protect them from this, from Metallo.
But let's go to the scene when Superman is fighting with Johns because they didn't know that they had like 4 months of kryptonite stolen.
Oh, yeah. So there was a mole inside the DEO. And that person was supplying kryptonite that was being held at the DEO. That person was supplying kryptonite to Cadmus. So that's what they figured out. They were trying to figure out who the mole was. And Alex
did it.
Yeah, Alex was able to figure out who the mole was. Superman and John, at this point, they know they have to work together because, they need to be able to, get rid of Metallo or Cadmus or...
No, take away the kryptonite. Because they don't know what they're gonna do with it.
Right.
So Superman was pretty pissed at John. So they would get into an argument in between there too. But they figured out that they have to work together. So in order to get back the kryptonite.
Right. So let's go back a little bit into we'll leave that story for a little bit. We'll go back to it towards the end. Let's go now to Kara's personal issues where she's meeting her new boss.
Oh yeah, because Kal-el is leaving. No, why? I developed to like her a lot, and then they just taking it away.
And they're taking her away. Yeah. So Cat Grant is leaving, as we find out towards the end of the episode. Somebody's taking over her spot, at least for the meantime, and that's Jimmy Olsen.
Yay! Cool.
But before she leaves, she kind of gave Kara a good pep talk and saying, "Hey, stand up for yourself. Go to the guy's office. Tell him what you can do." And you're an employee here. He was saying that she wasn't even hired, and
I know.
Blah.
I really like that because I think everybody can relate in that position that you have to stand up for yourself. And I think everybody should have Miss Grant in her life.
Sure. Yeah, I can see everybody should have a Miss Grant in their life.
Someone to push you, like, that believes in you, that you can do it, like, push you the most that you can.
And she did a really good job at that.
You guys can do it.
Are you the Cat Grant for Under the Mic?
Yes.
Okay. So she's leaving. She gave her a good pep talk. She rushes into her boss's office. She has a good paperwork of Superman and Supergirl teaming up together, defeating, Metallo and stuff like that.
And she
hands it to him, and
he was a little bit like a douchey.
Oh, he was douchey. Yeah,
he was douchey because he was like, "No, you don't work in here," and she was like, "Yes, I do," and here you go.
And then she took it back. She's like, "Okay, if I don't work here, I'll take it to somebody else that wants it." And he was like, "All right, come back tomorrow." So
I might teach you something.
I might teach you a thing or two. Yeah, come back tomorrow. So we'll see next episode how that develops. But we're going back to the main story here, which is Superman and Supergirl and the DEO trying to defeat the Cadmus and the Metallo. As we'll see, it's Metallos, because Cadmus ends up developing two of them. One goes to Metropolis and just wreaks havoc while Superman is still in National City. And the other one's just in National City, just there hanging out, trick them into coming here to National City and forget about what's going on in Metropolis.
The good thing is that by this point, Kara gets an idea and says, like, we know me and Superman are weak with kryptonite, but what if we got backup?
Right.
So they make a plan that Ansel Wynn creates something special for them to protect themselves for kryptonite.
Right.
So at this point, like, Superman goes to Metropolis and Supergirl stays, so they can have also the backup and at the same time with each other. But the other Metallos don't know that they're gonna have backup.
Right,
and that's pretty cool.
They don't know that. So John goes with Superman.
Yeah.
And then Alex goes with Supergirl, and she's got a super suit. It looks like, or she had like a good,
it was pretty cool.
Good armor there. It's good protection.
And I really thought that John's, when I was with Superman, when he was like hiding in a little girl's body or something
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. When he comes out, I was like, wait, what? It's another? Oh no,
and because he's a shapeshifter and stuff like that.
It was so
that
funny.
threw you off for a bit, huh?
Yeah, that threw me off. Like, wait, what? And okay.
So at the end, as we see, Supergirl, Superman, and the DEO defeat the two Metallos. And obviously Cadmus is still there. They're still around. They're still doing their thing. But now they've kind of declared war on Supergirl and the DEO and all that stuff. So as we see at the end, John grabs all the kryptonite that he has, or that at least that Earth has, or at least that they know of. He gives it to Superman. He said, "You know what? Now you can kind of trust me now. Here it is. This is all we have, or this is all we know of in this planet." So Superman takes the kryptonite, goes to Metropolis. He gets a call from Perry White, and obviously they're doing their back and forth and stuff like that. So he's just back in Metropolis now. He's probably gonna stay there for a while. I don't think we're gonna see him in Supergirl for a bit.
Yeah,
maybe till the season ending, episode.
Please hurry with the Superman citizens.
But so that's kind of what the episode ends in until we get the Kara is back in the DEO, and she's looking at the body that they discovered, the Kryptonian. And she's like, hey, she's kind of giving him a talk, and while he's still, I guess, unconscious, and she's kind of giving him a talk, say, hey, I know how it feels to come to another planet, blah blah blah. Well, he wakes up and he starts choking her.
It was so.
And that's how it ends.
I'm like, no.
So I thought this was a pretty good episode. I liked it. What did you do?
It's very interesting. I think they really did a good job, like, by doing, like, again, going into the story with Superman and what it's gonna be like about. And I really liked it. I still hope they come soon for the show of Superman.
Yeah, I do too. So that's it for our review and recap, I guess, of Supergirl season 2, episode 2. Let us know what you guys think of the episode below. Subscribe to this channel, and we'll be back next week for episode 3 and see what's going on and why this Kryptonian is choking Kara. Yeah. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.